Hello my dear students, in the last lecture we discussed about what is a normal form and how do we convert the given compound proposition into different normal forms like negation normal form and then disjunctive normal form. The third important classification of normal form is conjunctive normal form. So in this lecture we will try to discuss about what is conjunctive normal form. So in the previous lecture we discussed about disjunctive normal form. In that lecture we converted the given compound proposition into disjunctive normal form using two methods. One is the truth table method, another one is the using logical equivalence laws. Now coming to the conjunctive normal form, this is the another most important normal form in propositional logic. So how do we convert the given compound proposition into the form of conjunctive normal form? So let us try to discuss the process, how do we do it in this propositional logic. So in the same way what we discussed it for disjunctive normal form, in this, we are also converting the given conjunctive normal form, the given compound proposition into a conjunctive normal form using two methods. One is the truth table method, another one is the using logical equivalence laws. So let us try to discuss. Before going to discuss about what exactly is the conjunctive normal form, let us try to understand the terminology of this. What is a class? A class is a disjunction of literals. Class, disjunction of literals. So remember that disjunction of literals means P or negation Q. This is called disjunction of literals, or negation P or negation Q, like this. So these are called disjunction of literals. Generally we can call them as a class, which is very, very important. Already I have mentioned here, these are all called the classes of P and Q if you take two propositions P and Q. And what is the definition of conjunctive normal form? A conjunction of one or more clauses is called a conjunctive normal form. This is what the definition of the conjunctive normal form. So here this is a class and this is another class, because these are the disjunction of literals. This is also a disjunction of literals. So all these disjunction of literals are connected by what? Conjunction. Therefore it is called what? A conjunctive normal form. If you convert any given compound proposition into this form, this is called what? CNF. And remember one important point, that disjunctive normal form is not unique. What is the meaning of that? Means that while you are converting the given compound proposition into disjunctive normal form, you may get in different way, I may get in different way. You check that. That is what? It is not unique. Similarly CNF also, it is not unique. So basically this is the definition of the conjunctive normal form. So let us go with the next one. How do we convert the given compound proposition into the form of CNF? The first method is truth table method. So in the previous lecture we discussed about the same method for converting into the form of DNF. What we did there? First we identified, constructed the truth table for the given compound proposition, and then we identified the assignments for which this compound proposition is true, and then we wrote these assignments into the form of the min terms, and finally we have taken the disjunction of all these min terms becomes the disjunctive normal form of the given compound proposition. In the similar way, we are also doing the same process for converting the given compound proposition into the form of conjunctive normal form. So let us try to understand the process first, and then we can do one example. So now let us come to the case. The first step is, it is similar, just if a function f is given by a truth table, determine exactly for which assignments it is false. In the disjunctive normal form, we determine for which assignments it is true. But in conjunctive normal form, we want to determine for which assignments it is false. That means, suppose I have given P implies, suppose Q implies R and S. Suppose a formula will be given like this. If you want to convert it into the form of a conjunctive normal form, what you need to do? You need to construct the truth table for this compound proposition. Once you can construct the compound proposition, you may get the values true, false, false, true, true, false, true, like this you may get. Suppose you got the, like this you got the, what? The last column of the compound proposition after constructing the truth table. In the previous case of DNF, we identified the truth values. But now in the case of CNF, you identify false values. That is the difference. Once, and not only identifying the false values in the last column, you need to check that for which assignments it is false. For which assignments? That means I have taken P, Q, R, S like this. Suppose P, Q, R, S, 4 variables are taken. True, 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 true. True, false, false, false. Suppose for this assignment you got it is a false value. Similarly, false, true, false, true. Assume that for this assignment you got this false value. Like that, for which assignment? This is the one assignment for which it is false, and this is the for another assignment for which it is false. Like that, you need to identify the what? The assignment for which it is false. That is the first step. Now coming to the second step, we can select the minterms that make the function false and form the disjunction of these minterms. So what you need to do? In the previous case of converting the given compound proposition into DNF, you have identified the minterms and you have identified the minterms for which the assignment is true. Here you need to identify the minterms for which the assignment will be false. Remember that. So that means in the previous case I have taken, suppose for P, Q, R, let us take F is a formula. So let us take true, false, false, for which it is false, it is a formula. So like this you have constructed the truth table, suppose, and the another assignment is, suppose you can take false, true, false, for which it is false, and the last one is true, true, false. Let us assume that for which it is false. You have to identify for which assignments it is false and take the minterm. What is the minterm for this assignment? You are going to take P and negation Q and negation R. Why? Because these two are false. Similarly here, negation P and Q and negation R. P and Q and negation R. So write the minterms for which the assignment is false. In case of DNF, write the minterms for which the assignment is true. Remember that. So once you have taken the, so we have selected the minterms for which the function is false. Once you select done, then what you need to do? Take the disjunction of these minterms. That means you need to take the disjunction of all these minterms. How do we take the disjunction? I am writing here P and negation Q and negation R, or negation P and Q and negation R, or, and then P and Q and negation R. So this is called the disjunction of the minterms. So what we got here? We got this in the form of DNF. Observe that. It is in the form of what? DNF. But DNF has taken, even though it is a DNF, but we are trying to convert it into the form of what? CNF. So this DNF, how do we got this DNF? For which assignments the function is a false, that assignments can be written in the form of min terms, and we have taken for those min terms we have taken the what disjunction, like that we got the DNF. So now that is the second step. So I think you cleared the second step. Coming to the third step, then so once we got the disjunction of the min terms, like what we did in the previous case, what we did in the previous disjunction of the min terms, what we got for those min terms, then take the complement of disjunction of these min terms to get the CNF. Means what? In the previous case, I got P or Q or negation or, sorry, this is what we got, and like this I am taking only two terms, or P and negation Q and negation R. Like that I got for two assignments, I got the false value, and then I have taken the min terms and then taken the disjunction. Now you have to take negation of this entire formula. That will give you what? The CNF. Why? Because negation of it is given in the form of, let us take, if you take this is A and this is B, this is in the form of negation of A or B. By De Morgan's law, how do we write this? Negation of A or negation of B, negation of A and negation of B. Again you have to take negation A and negation B, negation of this form. What is, I am taking the first one, negation of P and Q and negation of R. So how do we write this negation? Negation P or negation Q or R. This is the first one. And what is negation of B? What is B here? P and negation Q and negation R. So, and negation P or Q or R. So now this is what we can call CNF. So this is what the procedure for converting the given compound proposition into CNF. So A or B and C can be written as what? A or B and A or C. So let us try to write like that. P and negation Q or negation R. This is A or B and what? A or C. So P and negation Q or Q. A or B or A or C. We have written like this. Once you have written like this, then what is the final step? You need to convert, apply the distributive law now for this particular A and B or C. So again apply distributive law, P or R and negation Q or negation R, and what you can get here? P or Q and negation Q or Q. So if you observe that, conjunction of disjunction of literals it is, so therefore it is in CNF. This is how we can convert the given formula into the form of conjunctive normal form. So to convert the given formula into either a conjunctive normal form or into a disjunctive normal form using the logical equivalence laws, you should know about logical equivalence laws very well. Basic logical equivalence laws, what are they? Identity law, next commutative law, associative law, De Morgan's law, distributive law, and contrapositive law, double negation law. All these laws, absorption law, these are the different laws which we discuss. All these laws plays very important role while we are converting the given compound proposition into the form of either DNF or what? CNF. So this is what the procedure. I hope it is clear for you how to convert the given compound proposition into the form of CNF using two different methods, like truth table method and what? By using logical equivalence laws. In the truth table method, what we need to do, First, you construct the truth table for the given compound proposition and identify for which this compound proposition will be false, and identify the assignments for which compound proposition, for which assignments, for which propositional variables this compound proposition will be false, and take the min-terms of such propositional variables, and then take the disjunction of these min-terms, and finally take the complement of all this entire formula. You will get it into form of CNF. And in the logical equivalence laws, basic procedure what? If there is an by implication, first try to eliminate it, and then if there is an implication, eliminate it, and if there is a negation before the compound proposition, try to push it inside the formula, and then apply what? Distributive law. Distributive what? Conjunction over disjunction or disjunction over conjunction, according to which form you are going to convert. With this, I am going to conclude the normal forms. So, in the normal forms, we discussed about what is a normal form, what are the different types of the normal forms, and how do we convert the given compound proposition into different types of the normal forms. These are the topics which we discussed in this particular normal forms lecture. Thank you very much. In the next lecture, we will discuss about theory of inference. Thank you.